Hi everyone, my name is Cathy Skipper and I'm a menopause midwife. Welcome to my channel, The Alchemy of Menopause. This video is about the elephant in the room. So we're all very well aware now that menopause is a subject, it's a conversation, it's out there. There's information all over the place on the internet, in articles, on podcasts about menopause. However, what I've noticed is the majority of this information, or the information that's readily available, actually makes women doubt themselves during menopause. There is, I believe, a much deeper journey that women can go on during menopause that is a journey of wisdom. It's a journey of healing. It's a journey of initiation. And it is being drowned out by all the information that's out there that is about decline or stopping decline or getting back to normal or treating symptoms or menopause as something medical. And all that noise, all that external information, one, stops women actually turning within and finding this inner wisdom that I believe is really very present if we listen to it and will guide us through menopause in a much more exciting and powerful way than anything from the external. And it makes women doubt themselves. There's so much being fed to women from a very patriarchal viewpoint, I'll say, very linear, very statistical, very medical, very symptom-based. And so women doubt themselves. They doubt their own voice, they doubt their own feelings, and they believe what they're being fed. And it's all very external. It's about what's happening physically to women. It's about how women's bodies are going to change. There's scaremongering about how they're going to get Alzheimer's if they don't do this treatment or that, or they're going to have osteoporosis. And I'm not saying these things don't exist, but I'm saying that this is what the noise is all about. And yes, we have physical changes. Yes, our body is going through menopause physically, but it's also going through it emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. And that's what's being drowned out. That's what nobody, or in the mainstream, it's very hard to get that information. So the hidden message in all this, and sometimes it's not even hidden, is that there's something wrong with women. The hidden message is that it's all about women's physical bodies, about them getting older physically, and there's nothing about them growing spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. It's all about how the old normal was the place that women should be. So they should either try to get back there or prevent the aging process or stop it completely with, stopping the hormones through hormone HRT, and that women should want to stay where they were. So in there's another hidden message, and that is that women's youthfulness and their attractiveness and their sexuality in terms of their youthful reproductive possibilities are what give women value, and anything else needs to be treated as a symptom, because that's where women's power and value is. And that's a myth, a complete myth. It's part of women's journey, but it's not where their power is. Actually, we're going to live on average 30 years or more after menopause, which is a third of our lives. So there's a lot of power in actually learning from our experiences, going deeply into the feminine, healing ourselves, and finding this deep feminine wisdom within, which I believe is what menopause is really about. So, the other problem is many women believe, they're very busy, they're confused, they're overwhelmed, they have got physical changes happening to them, and they go onto the internet and they believe it all. So, and they believe the scaremongering. In a way, women are still trying to squeeze themselves into this very rigid patriarchal value system, which I find it very crazy that this deeply transformative initiation that is menopause has been hijacked by patriarchy, by a very mainstream way of thinking that is based on and sitting on the shoulders of generations of patriarchal dominance. So what is missing, I believe, and what is the elephant in the room, is the journey to the wise woman, is the power or the empowerment and the deep healing that women can experience when they go deeply and allow this initiation through menopause to happen to them naturally. When they allow themselves to go inwards and be led by their soul, by this deep feminine part of themselves. So instead of second guessing ourselves, the approach that I've worked for 10 years with menopausal women with is that we actually turn our perspective inwards. We listen to the language of dreams, to internal hunches and intuitions. Our psychic ability develops during menopause. That's one of the changes that the brain goes through. And we really learn this language that hasn't been taught to us when we were children at school, that isn't honored in the mainstream, but is deeply feminine. It's feminine in men and women, this more internal, intuitive, instinctual, psychic aspect of the psyche. So instead of being out there listening to it all and trying to, fit into the supplements here and the exercise here and the medication here and listening to all this noise, the idea is that we take the pause in menopause and we stop and we start to listen to ourselves. And here we will find the wisdom and the gifts and the healing in our unique stories. We're carrying unique stories from our mother lines through into us. And they are stories of woundedness and of women being or having to fit into patriarchal system. But that's what we're here to heal at menopause. That's where the transformation and the true empowerment is going to happen. And women who do this initiation, and I have seen hundreds of them through my work, they transform and they do go on a deep inner journey and they do face their demons and they do, they're brave, courageous women. It's not woo-woo, it's not some kind of new age, it's real deep, psychic inner development and depth psychology. There's a whole roadmap to it that I'll talk about in other videos bit by bit. But when they do this work, what I see is that women do, when the time is right, and it can take between 2 and 10 years for women to go through perimenopause, they arise reborn. They are no longer the person or the woman they were before. And no, they haven't declined into some old, sad old woman. They have blossomed into powerful, wise women. And that's really the journey of menopause. So the elephant in the room is woman's empowerment, is the wise woman. So let's take the elephant and put it in the forefront. Stop the noise and give women the true information that this is a powerful moment in their lives if they turn inwards and listen to themselves.